today we are going to talk more about solving systems, but this time we're going to use elimination and addition to do so. We've graphed, we have used substitution, now we're going to learn to use elimination using addition and subtraction. So basically, our goal is to eliminate a variable by adding or subtracting the equations. And sometimes we might need to multiply first. Okay. So, what are we going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add these two equations. Okay, and notice what happens when I add them. 2x, and the reason I'm doing this is to eliminate a variable. So 2x minus 2x is 0. So those cancel out. Then 3y plus 9y is 12y. And 12y equals 12. If I divide both sides by 12, y is going to give me 1. Okay, so it's pretty easy when you eliminate a variable, you get this. But now what I'm going to do is I've got to find my value for x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this value right here for y, and I'm going to plug it in whichever equation I want to make it easier. So I'm going to go ahead and put it into the first equation. So 2x plus 3 times 1 equals 11. So I get 2x plus 3 equals 11. If I subtract 3 from both sides, I get 2x equals 8. And then if I divide by 2, x equals 4. So my ordered pair for 1 is a solution. So I have the ordered pair 4 and 1 for my solution. Okay. Next, here's another one. Now notice here that I've got my a's the same, so my a's are the same, but if I add them, nothing's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the second equation. So I'm going to subtract, making sure I subtract everything. 4a minus 4a is 0a. Negative 2b minus 3b, because we're subtracting, is negative 5b. And then 12 minus 27 is negative 15. Okay. And then I'm going to divide everything by negative 5. So b is going to equal positive 3. And then I'm going to pick another equation to put it in. I'm going to put it in the, I guess I'll put it into the first. It doesn't have to be. But 4 times 3 minus, oops, bad me. 4a, because we're solving for a, minus 2 times 3 is 12. I get 4a minus 6 equals 12. If I add 6 to both sides, I'm going to get 4a equals 18. And if I divide by 4, a is going to equal 9 halves. So my ordered pair, and when it's A and B, we always put it in alphabetical order, is 9 halves and 3. So now instead of just adding, I had to subtract because we want to get rid of the variables. Okay, one last example. Notice that my 3x's are the same. So are my y's, except it's minus 2y and plus 2y. So if I add my equations, it's the y's here that are going to cancel. So if I add, I'm going to get 6x, negative 2y plus 2y is 0y, or 0. 9 plus 9 is 18. If I divide both sides by 6, x equals 3. Okay. Now, I'm going to just take my 3. Let's put it in the second one just to be different. So 3 times 3 plus 2y equals 9. And actually, I like that better because it's a positive 2y. So 9 plus 2y equals 9. And then 2y, when I subtract 9 from both sides, I'm going to get equals 0. Remember, 0 is a valid answer. When I divide by 2, y will be 0. So my ordered pair here is 3 and 0. Okay, so just a couple examples of how to solve using addition and subtraction. tomorrow we're going to put one more step to it. But we've learned 3 different ways to solve systems. We've learned graphing, we've learned we've learned substitution, and now elimination. Have a really great day.